Everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for another Q-Tip session. My name is David Strausser. I am sales here at Quaint Business Solutions. And Quaint is an SAP Business One provider who values excellence in customer service as well as the knowledge of the SAP Business One application. Part of what we do here at Quaint is to ensure that we are showcasing the great features within the SAP B1 application and helping to empower our clients and customers and others to use the system to its fullest capabilities. Today, we are featuring some SAP CRM tips featuring SAP Business One's web client with Quaint's very own Wilmer Marquez. Sorry, Wilmer. Thank you for walking us through the out-of-the-box functionality of the CRM with the web client and also with the traditional SAP client. And yeah, thank you again, Wilmer. And whenever you're ready, I'll let you take it from here, my man.
Sounds good. Thank you, David. Thank you for the intro. And good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this session. So today we're going to focus on the CRM module within the web client. And today's agenda, we have the CRM experience. Of course, you're going to see how different it is from the desktop version. Let's remember that the web client was made or engineered with Fiori technology, so it looks a lot more modern. It's easy to navigate, easy to go through, especially if you're on a mobile device or on the road, as most salespeople are. We're going to jump into some activities, the power of the activities for CRM, touching base on opportunities as well, sales pipeline. And then I'm going to leave a couple pro tips in there to then finish with the ecosystem integrations and communication, as well as the mobile access option that we have. Now, let's jump into our demo environment. Perfect. So once you enter your session with your SAP Business One, you just need to go ahead and click on the web client icon on the top right option here. This is going to open the default browser you have, whether it's Edge, Chrome, Firefox, whichever options you have, it works completely fine with either or. Now just select your company and the password. You use the same credentials you used before for the desktop version. And here we are. So this is your cockpit. Again, today we only have the CRM module because it's the one we want to focus on, and we're going to go ahead and see different point of views depending on the permissions of the user, whether it's a salesperson or a sales manager. They may have different features, different options to access and everything. Okay.
Also, real quick, Wilmer,
yes,
before you jump in, I forgot to mention out there for everybody watching, please, as you've seen, Wilmer is a live human being. I forgot to throw in the introduction, put in your questions in the Q&A if you have any questions during the show, during the webinar, and we will answer them all at the end. Okay? Thank you. Sorry for interrupting you, Wilmer.
No, you're good. Thank you for that. Okay, so let's jump into our opportunities. This view you're going to see here is a table view. And this is pretty much how it will look in the web client environment everywhere you go, whether you go to the activities, business partners information, you go to the opportunities. This is your main view, which is a table view. We have a couple more that are going to show you some KPIs, some reporting, and that's what we call a chart view and a card view. So this type of reports will help the manager navigate through different information, and this can be exported to Excel if needed for presentations or other businesses. Same with the card views. You can enable, disable, edit them, and we're going to have the opportunity to create a couple of these in the activities section. For the time being, we're going to go here to the opportunities. Okay, and of course, this is highly customizable as well as you can go ahead and create set one or set lost. You have different options: reopen, remove, or preview. You just need to select the opportunity to enable all of them. And you can also come here to the settings icon and make the changes you need. If you need to enable, disable, even change the order. Let's say I want to have the closing percentage before the starting date. It's as simple as moving it with the arrow. Click on OK, you save your changes. And that's just going to move the options here. All these features, all these options you have at the bottom are highly customizable. And as David said at the beginning, this is all with your out-of-the-box version. Now, I'm going to jump into my activities, but I don't want to leave this page. And so what I do is right-click on my SAP business logo and open it in a new tab. This is one of the pro tips I wanted to share with you, because the web client interface allows you to move and navigate through different tabs without compromising the session in the previous one or the other ones. So that allows you to work on different spaces without having to log in every time or having a chart on top of the other one, as we see often in the desktop environment. So I'm going to have my opportunities here. We're going to come back to one of these opportunities later today. But what I want you to see right now is my activities. Okay. And I'm going to do a couple of things here so you can see how easy it is to navigate through this. So let's say I'm a sales manager. I want to go ahead and create some reports for my guys on the field. I'm going to come here. This is again, I jump in from my table view to my card view. I had nothing here. So I click on the plus sign. And for this first table, we're going to do activities by type. Oops. Sorry, typo. Oh, that was better than the computer. Okay. And in this case, I want to just set the types because I want to see how my salespeople are connecting with my customers, whether they're making more phone calls, they have set up enough meetings, emails. All these values are customizable and you can change them according to your needs. We're going to go ahead and add this one here. And I want to go ahead and add a pie chart. Okay, you have different options here, of course. You can enable KPIs, whether the data will provide you that. I don't think I have enough data here to give you that access, but we're going to keep it simple for this example. And this one is going to be activities, let's say by start date. And I want to make sure I know this is on a weekly basis. So I want to know when are they starting their activities on a weekly basis. And here we are. This is a nice one. It has a lot of color. It has a lot of different perspective, different point of views, and you have your legends down at the bottom. Again, you can add as many as you want. You can assign it to your salespeople. You can delete them. You can enable or disable, whatever you want to go. You have everything here with some clicks. Now let's go back to our table view. And what I want to do, this is a little, I like this to be a little bit more organized, and I don't see my business partner numbers for names, I'm sorry, for example. So I want to go to my settings icon, and there we are. We want to have the BP name because I want to see what activities or the activities that belong to whom. So I want to have this very first, and then I want to have the BP code right next to it. So let's just do it like this. I move the BP name, I enable this option, and I move the BP code to the second one, to the second row. So I'm going to have this reorganized. And I like this view. Perfect. Now what I want to do is sort this by BP name. I'm going to right click and group. There you go. Now I have all my activities based on my BPs. This makes my life easier. but I don't want to miss this. So I want to go ahead and save this view. So every time I come to my activities, I have this view ready to go. I don't have to do all the grouping and selecting the new fields again. What I'm going to do is click on this arrow next to the subtitles activities and click on Save As. In this case, I'm going to name this activities by BP. I can set this as default, which is what I'm going to do. I can make it public. I don't want to do this right now. So I'm just going to click Save. And that's it. So every time I come back to my activities, I have this view selected. I can do multiple. I can have my open activities. All activities will include open and closed or other statuses or stages you have for them. And you can see closed activities only. You can create different ones and just navigate through them as your day goes. And you can do this same exercise on other options like business partners. Let's say I want to group these business partners by categories. Simply go to the category, right click on it, group. There you go. Now I have my BPs separated in customers. I have my leads and my vendors, and I can do all my activities here as well. Now, let's go back to the opportunities real quick. And this is where we left off. I have this opportunity created, and I had a conversation with my contact at Imprex Aduanas. His name is Isaac. So we actually can see if we navigate through this, I have some activities that should be linked here. There it goes. So I have my activities linked to my opportunity. And the last one I had was a conversation for today. So what we're gonna do is we can either go to my last opportunity. Let me just make sure I have the one. This is it. There it goes. Or you can do it from here, new activity. Sorry, I said opportunity. I meant activity, my last activity. And you can create a follow-up. So I spoke with him regarding opportunity 69 today. And he said that they are ready to move forward. Sorry. And they need a quote for the printers. Perfect. What I want to do, this was today, right before the meeting. So let's say 12:30, and it was a 15-minute conversation. Everything is live, and again, this has been connected with your desktop environment as well. Everything that moves here moves there. Okay, now I want to come here to my opportunity and update this information a little bit because they told me now that they are very interested, right? And that they have moved from a lead to a quotation. They requested a quote. You see my closing percentage changes. My weighted amount changes as well because I'm getting closer to the deal. And as I move forward in the ladder, if I go to negotiation or make an order, of course, everything will change. The order will give you 100% and so on. Now, this will look a little similar to the desktop environment, even though the interface looks different, but you're going to have the same options in the same places, let's say. Once you are ready to, from an opportunity, you are ready to create a quote, you go to the stages, tab and click on the document type, you're going to do the same thing here. I have prepared this quote for you. So we're going to go ahead and link it to my opportunity. And here it is. Okay. In this case, the quote we did for Isaac is a little lower than what we had before. So the system already changes the potential amount. I believe I had 48,000 or so. So it will import the information that's in the quote, which is okay. We actually gonna go ahead and get it started. This is a new customer. So if you have any updates you can make here, any competitors, summaries, anything that's relevant to this particular opportunity, you can go ahead and do it. And you click update. All this information has updated here. Now, I want to go ahead and send this quote to Isaac. Click here, we're going to see a drop down with some information. And if we click on view more, we have a new tab with our quote number and the quote information. Okay, we have multiple options here. We can go to a sales order whenever they're ready. We can go ahead and do it. Create a new marketing document, close, cancel, duplicate, create a new activity related to this sales quotation. We can see the relationship map, which as I move on, of course, I'm going to have more information in there. And I can also share. Now, before I go here and share my email to Isaac with the quote, I want to go back to my main page because I'm going to show you real quick before we head to another direction how to edit this cockpit. Okay. Of course, the amount of options you're going to have available will depend on your position, your role in the company. You're going to have more or less options, but it's as simple as you click on your name, your initials, go to edit homepage. And then over here, we're going to have options you can enable and disable. This case, we only focus on the CRM, but you have all the modules on top here. If you're a manager or if you're part of the ERP department, you may have all these options enabled or not, and you can add or erase or enable and disable different options as you go. For this case, I want to go to analytics, and in my cockpit, I want to have the general overview. Okay, once I select it, I can simply click on the SAP logo. That's going to take me to the home page, and I can close this view because I'm done editing. My general overview in this case will give me access to a lot more KPIs and reports. So that will make my life easier as a sales manager. In this case, I have different options that I can export to Excel, that I can get ready for other presentations, or that I can share with my team, whatever the case is. Now, I can also, and this is the other pro tip I have for you, I can also save this view. Let's say I want to have this opportunity 69 is pretty important to me. I want to save this view in my favorites. So every time I come to my browser, I have access to it. So I don't have, to navigate through everything again. I can simply save it in my favorites and have it here. Oh, but I want to do it with a business partner as well, because I work with these guys all the time. You can do it. Okay, you can go ahead, select your business partner, save it here. You can name it. There it goes. This is my business partner. And this is what you're going to do. So when you come to your browser, simply click on it. The first time it's going to ask you to sign in, of course, that's a security protocol. But once you are logged into your account, you can simply navigate through that. Okay, same with the BP. Whatever you save in your favorites, you can get there as easy as just clicking on. When you're done, let's just erase this. I'm done with this opportunity. I'm done with it. Good. Now, I was about to send this to Isaac. Send email. Now, for the time being, I won't be able to do this live on this demo environment. It just does not allow us to download any other apps. So the integration with Teams and Outlook, I'm gonna go to my presentation again and show you some options. This is a pretty basic, pretty simple step on the process. Once you have your Teams and your Outlook on your computer, it's as simple as link it with SAP. On your Teams, you're gonna go to apps and download this icon here has the apps. If you have it on your computer, you can play with it right now. You're gonna have the SAP Business One app in there, and you can download it. I don't know if you're gonna need something from IT to set it up. It depends on your company and your IT department. But in this case, it's as simple as you saw the sharing icon I had in my quotation. You're going to have an option there to send to Teams. Let's say I'm a salesperson and I want my manager to review that quote I created for Isaac before I sent it. So I can share it with my manager, and they can come to the Teams. They're going to receive a notification that a file was added to the group in this case, and they can come here and make any modifications to the marketing document. This case, if they want to adjust the discounts or the items, they can do so. And this is connected live with the CRM in Web Client as well as your desktop version. So every changes they make on the documents through Teams are live. This is a real-time sharing, and from there, I can go ahead and share that email with Isaac, with the customer. This is also tracking the activities through Outlook. So let's say you receive customers' emails or you send emails out. You want those activities to be recorded as emails through specific opportunities or specific business partners. That is also an option. It synchronizes your calendar. There's a direct export as well. It's a seamless communication among these apps and Web Client or SAP Business One in general. Now, last thing I wanted to show you was the access to mobile device. I recorded accessing from my cell phone. I have an iPhone, and you're just gonna need the URL the URL that goes to your homepage on the Web Client, and maybe set up the VPN on your phone. That's something you can talk through the IT in your company. And it's as simple as clicking on the link. It's going to open this website. And then just select the company you want to log into. You're going to use your credentials. Mine is evolved with my face recognition. And then you tap login. Once everything goes through, you're going to have access to the same cockpit. You have access to everything the same way. The interface looks exactly the same. So you're going to go ahead and navigate through it. You can click on opportunities. You can see the details from your BPs. You can share documents, you name it. So everything you can do on your computer, you can do from your mobile device, and it will connect. Now, before we go to the question section, David, this is the URL you will need to access on your mobile phone, okay? This is it. So if you go to your homepage, you can go ahead and copy that link, send it to you through Teams or through email, and save it on your desktop, on your browser, and that's gonna give you access on your mobile device. All right, so that concludes today's session. I don't know if we have some time, David, for questions. There you go. This is what I wanted to bring up.
Yeah. So first question we have here, is there anything in the opportunities desktop module missing in the web client still, or is there more in the web client? So it sounds like they're asking, is the desktop version more functional than the web client, or if the web client's missing anything that the main client has?
The CRM module in the web client is pretty robust right now. I will say that, of course, they are developing the web client little by little. There are some modules like the manufacturing that are still not complete, but the CRM is I will say is pretty good too. It might have a little bit more features just because it's easier to navigate through. But everything is done at this point with the CRM.
Okay, perfect. Just a quick reminder out there, if you have any questions, throw them in the Q&A and we can answer them now. I guess the next question that I have, if you can pull back up the web client again.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're updating this, you had mentioned previously that it's connected B1, it's part of out of the box SAP Business One. So every time you make an update here, it is updating directly to SAP Business One in real time, correct?
Correct. Mhm. Yeah. For example, if we go back here and we look at our activities, we can go see the last one we just created here. That was the follow-up. Remember, I updated this time, 12:30, right before our meeting. That wasn't
Right,
there. I did it through the web client, and it showed up here. Yep.
right.
So everything
So
is
if
live. It's
you
interconnected.
So, like for example, if you were to email the quote out and stuff like that through the web client, it'll show up there in the regular B1 client. Would that show up as under attachments, or where would that show then in B1 in case someone that's not using the web client, they're using the traditional SAP interface, wanted to look at it?
Yeah, I don't have that answer right now because I haven't been able to test it myself with this demo environment.
Okay.
So, but I can definitely look into that and get back to you on that.
Okay, sorry, didn't
Mhm.
want to put you in a pinch there.
Oh no,
Do we have
please.
any other questions out there for the time being? It's last call for questions. Let's see if I got any other pings in here. That looks to be it. So with that, Wilmer, hey, thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much, and thank you to everyone that took time out of their day to come and check out CRM with SAP Business One featuring the web client. We really appreciate you all being here, asking questions, being active participants, and really learning from us. Be sure to follow us on LinkedIn and check our email announcements for the next product feature and other great things going on at Quaint. Also, make sure to pop on over to our website and locate some of our amazing takeaway documents and other goodies on our resource page. Thank you again, and thank you for being part of the Quaint family. And we'll see you again next time. Cheers.